Hi guys and welcome to a little race at Spielberg at the Red Bull Ring. Let's jump right into it. So, I qualified second position. The first one in front of me here was pretty much half a second faster or something like that. So, a bit too fast for me at this point in time. However, there were two other guys who were pretty much the same speed as me, and one you can see here, he braked pretty late, braked into me a little bit, and is now on my right side. Well, also trying to brake quite late. There were two little contacts already. He's now a little bit in front, however, in this corner got some problems it seems. And at this point I thought, okay, got him for now. Pretty interesting, he was faster on the straights, so I guess he was running a lowdown for a setup, maybe 0 and 3 or 0 and 4, something like that. The wings, I mean. And I was using default wings, 1 and 6 in the rear. Well, apparently he liked to break into me or crash into me. He gave me a little nudge there, makes me going wide. First one, the VP guy, he's already gone. So at this point I thought, a little bit dangerous, this guy. So I backed off for this corner to let him through and see what I could do from the slipstream. And you see, I roll up my sleeves at this point. Yeah, I was getting warm there. Noticing the seriousness of the situation. And here you can see a little bit of warping going on. So this German guy, Topper, maybe some connection issues. And in this corner, this part of the track, he was pretty slow again. So that's why I'm assuming he was using low downforce. As you can see, my rear wing already damaged 3% or whatever that is, because this guy crashed me in the rear. He was also going over the curbs like crazy, so I pretty much did the same to keep up with him. Maybe overdriving the car here and then, but yeah, for the moment I thought it would have been faster. I still had some problems with the first, so this, and the second corner. Just with my braking, it's not completely right. Braking too hard, maybe. Well, at this point, definitely. Oh, here I saw my chance. Gonna throttle, but he had more momentum because of going wide in the corner. But as you can see, he's not faster than me, so I saw my chances. But I had to watch him a little bit where I can overtake him, because it was not on the straights, definitely not. Again, middle sector, a little bit slower on the entry. And here he's braking a bit too much. Oh, and I got 2 damage because now I nudged him a little bit. Too bad. So yeah, I watch him closely. You see him going completely off track. However, no hard feelings. At this point I was hyped for this fight. Yeah, really nice first few laps there. Oh, he's going over curbs and stuff again. His ping seemed fine, so the warping in the second lap, I don't know where that came from. And I was braking so late, but in this corner it's, well, of course it costs you time. However, it's not that bad, because you can maintain more momentum if you're going wider in the corner. Whoa, still braking a bit too much. Yeah, this counts as overdriving the car, definitely. Also, the tire pressures went up quite a bit because I was using too much of the car. But here you can see again, middle sector, he's slow. Very, very slow, indeed. So I'm right on his ass again. There was a guy behind us who was also quite fast. However, he must have spun or something. He is gone. So now, with his probably lower downforce and my aerodynamic damage, I don't have any chance to get closer on the straights. Trying to nail the first corner, however, not really that good, to be honest. Whoops. Yeah, I mean, if I watch the race now, I see I made so many mistakes, yeah. But yeah, that's it. In the race, my brain doesn't really work. It's always why I think preparation is king, because during the race I just function. I don't really think of what I'm doing there. And again, I see him going very, very slow there, and I'm going for it. Oh, and he kind of crashes into me, and well, probably I didn't feel anything during the race, but at this point he probably gave me another nudge or something, and he was spun. Yeah. So this fight was over. A really, really nice fight, 5 laps long. I really enjoyed this one. My maneuver there in the middle sector, watching it, I think it's totally fine, because I had no chance to overtake on the straights, so I had to do it there, and I was side by side with him. He was turning into me at this point, and nothing really happened, so the reason he spun was a different one. Really nice fight. I didn't speak to him afterwards, but well, I think there were no hard feelings. Just some nice public multiplayer online racing. I have to say it's not that bad actually in Project Cars 2. Of course there were some crashes or there were some first corner incidents, but overall at the moment I have to say it seems nice. Yeah, it's I can enjoy racing public multiplayer in Project Cars 2. There are many other problems, of course. Maybe you have heard from reviews of other guys. So far I didn't want to make a review because there are so many bugs still in, and the setup management is still a pain in the ass, and therefore I was just enjoying the we have to say the awesome and state-of-the-art physics and force feedback. That's really a strong point in this game. The multiplayer works, the rating system, I don't know, we have to wait until, well, it has established a certain continuity, you know. At the moment it's jumping around a little bit. We have to see how this turns out in the end. However, lobbies are quite stable for me. I mean, we had some lobbies where that fell apart after some laps. Not sure what the cause of this was. However, I was not disconnected, for example, so I don't know. For me, all lobbies so far quite stable. One little tip from me on the side here, maybe if you have seen the start, maybe you rewatch it. Probably the best idea to have the best possible start is to just hammer the throttle and put in first gear when the green light appears. So, well, no clutch control or anything like that. Probably in other cars you might want to use the clutch for the start. However, in GT3 cars and GTE cars, it's just hammering the throttle and then putting in first gear. Just violently putting it in when the green light appears, and then you go like a rocket. Yeah. Using the clutch often brings you troubles, for example on tracks like Spa, where the starting grid is not completely level. Yeah, there's I think you're starting to roll backwards in Spa, and that's quite a problem. If you hit the throttle, you're starting to roll. If you don't hit the throttle, although it's just you don't have any gear in it, there is some magical brake holding the car in position. Here, nice player. He was giving me room because well, he's one lap down in Project Cars 2. I don't think there are blue flags, but I'm not really sure. But nice to see players doing that. Here you can see the tire pressures 2 bar in the rear. I think that is a bit too much. I'm always aiming to something about 180, yeah, 185 or 190. That's probably the best thing to do. Okay, so far so good. Thank you very much for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.